Hey guys, John here. Welcome back to the Super Awesome Geek Show. Today we are playing the Diablo 4 Test Realm, and let me make sure I'm live here and that we can hear me. Yep, okay. So, how do I silence this? I need to silence my chat screen window. There we go. Okay. So now I can see if any of you guys decide to chat, and we're good to go. So what I'm going to do today is I have my sorcerer character here, and I have a few. I finally got all the items that are current, so they're either 750 and can be masterwork to 4, or they're 800 and can be masterwork to 12. And we're going to find some runes to put in. I'm not going to leave these runes. We're going to find some good ones. I was just testing out the abilities that the invoke the Spiritborn's vortex, dealing damage and pulling in enemies. You see it written there in dark purple. And then this dark purple was evoke the Spiritborn's concussive stomp, dealing damage and knocking down enemies. I was just testing the Spiritborn powers to get an idea what they're like. But I'm gonna go. I built this, so I got a Ring of Starless Skies with 3 stars. I want to try to get a 3-star Might or Harlequin, 3 or 4 star. If I can get a 4, great, but 3 is the goal because I want to be able to pretend that we're far into the end game and see what how much power we really have when we're maxed out. And then I want to try to find some of these unique items. We're going to gamble a little bit here. We're going to try to find some unique items that have that are able to go up to 12. So they have to be ancient or ancestral. That's what they call it, ancestral, and they're going to have at least 1 star on them. If I can get them with more than 1 star, that would be better. But we'll see what happens. I don't know if it's possible to craft the legendaries as ancestral items. We'll try, but I don't know if we're gonna hit on anything. That's going to be really hard to craft, I think. So let's get going. Let's see. We're going to try with a Harlequin crest first and see if we can get a 3 or 4 star Harlequin. Now let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11, 33. We have 33 spots in our inventory. All right, so let's. So now you go to the blacksmith to craft stuff. You can also go to the jeweler to craft. The jeweler has rune crafting, and the jeweler has mythic unique crafting with certain runes. So my runes are all in the bank here. I have a page. So I've already got a page with some 2-star Harlequins and things like that that we got from the vendor. So there's a vendor guy over here. I got a lot of parts too. But this little dancing demon guy can give you stuff. So you can apply all boosts, crafting materials, equipment, paragon, and progression. And there's various things. You can go to 50, you can go to 60. You can complete all the campaign and stronghold stuff, unlock all whispers, unlock all waypoints and map, torment tiers, things like that. So I've done all that, and but I was already level 60 with this guy. I already upgraded the potion. Crafting materials, you can get a ton of gold, obols, materials for crafting, masterworking, temper manuals, equipment. You can get max all your aspects out, random legendaries, get all the uniques, including the mythics, get all the runes. And then there's Paragon, where you can get all the glyphs, max all the glyphs. And then what was it? Progression we just saw, yeah. So that's how I got a lot of materials and stuff to do this. So we saw that the jeweler can craft some with using rune stones, and this guy can craft just using them. So we have the ability to craft 172 Harlequin, any of these really. We just got like I went bonkers with that guy, and how many did we get? We got 710 resplendent sparks. So we have plenty of sparks to play around with this. 87,000 obdicites. We got a lot to be able to upgrade our stuff. Look at all our gem fragments, 999,000. So we can make any gem. We pretty much can do whatever we want here. So let's craft. Let's just go for 33 Harlequin crests. What do you say? Wait, we can. Can't we type that in? I thought we could type that in. Whatever. Okay. 20. You can only do 20 at once. All right. Well, we'll do 20 then. Let's see if any of them are 2 or 3. Well, 3 or 4 stars is what we want. So there's a 2-star. Wow, it's harder to get another 2-star. 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 All right, we're going to blow up the rest. So we got 4 of them with 2 stars. Let's just pull the other ones out. Why not? Heck, we might as well not keep anything that isn't 2-star. Since we know we can just craft these all day, we won't keep anything that's 1 star. Let's see, our Harlequins, 1 star, 2-star, 1 star. All right, so we're going to blow up all these. Let's make another 20. See what we get. 1 star, 1 star, 1 star, 1 star, 1, 1, 2, 2. Ooh, a 3-star. There we go. So let's see what we landed on with the 3-star one. Let's find it. So we got resource, armor, and cooldown reduction. Not too bad. I think I would have rather landed on life than max resource, but we can deal with it, I guess. What did we get for our 2-star ones? Resource and armor. We don't want that one. Life and resource. Life and resource. Armor and cooldown, not bad. Life and cooldown, not bad. Again, life and cooldown we already got. Okay, so we can destroy those. So it's essentially choosing between these 3, unless we want to try one more time. Let's do it one more time. Let's go one more time. Harlequin, 20. Accept. Let's see what we get this time. 1. Ooh, a 4-star. There we go. That's the best we could do. I mean, that's the best we could hope for right there. Okay. Well, we'll put the 4-star on. And then we're going to put in, we might as well just keep all those for later. We don't know what we're going to need them for, if anything. So now we want to try for a Tyrael's Might with multiple stars. Let's get take that Tyrael's Might off. Let's destroy these. We're going to put these rune stones back in. So now we're going to go for Tyrael's Might. So now we've got a 4-star Harlequin, a 3-star Ring of Starless Skies, and I did land once on crit chance, getting it up to 12, and 2 to core skills. So we'll keep that where that is, unless, you know, let's see, we want to put in some sockets here. There we go. And then we want to get our Tyrael's Might, 20 of these. Let's see what we come up with here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Wow, we're not having good luck with the Tyrael's Might. They're all 1-star. All right. Destroy all those. Tyrael's Might up to 20 again. Two-star. There we go. Wow, Tyrael's Might is proving to be difficult to get with multiple stars. A 3-star. There we go. That might be good enough. Let's see what it landed on here. 3-star got Mumasteed, resist all, and damage reduction. Whereas this one got both resistance things, which I think is going to be more important. Let me see what. Let's go to. We're in Torment 3. Let's go to Torment 4 and see what. Let's see what we can. What our resistances are at. We got to put one of these on. So let's see what our resistance. So that does cap our resistances at. Let's put the 3-star on and see what happens. The 3-star does not cap our resistance. So you have to have that resist to all elements greater. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. We'll get another 20. We can always make more. So here's another 2-star. Same thing as what we already got. We want a 3 or a 4. Last chance. We're going for 20 more. Three-star with movement speed. So I think if we're going to use a one with max resist and resist all, we might as well use the one with movement speed. Yeah, this one. We can get rid of the 2-star one. 2 stars, yep. Let's put the other one in here just for the heck of it. Well, I'm only at 935 armor. Well, we can level these to 12, remember. That might fix the armor. Okay, so that did our resistance, getting that. And then when we level these to 12, we might get... I want to land on cooldown reduction at least once. I got 99,000 things. There's cooldown reduction. I'd rather hit it twice. 40 resource, I don't need that. We'll start over. Maximum life is okay. Armor's okay. Well, we don't... Do we need the armor? Maximum resource we don't need. I'm resetting till I get stuff I want, you know what I mean? Cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction. Okay, 2 cooldowns and a life. And that does solve our armor problem. We're over 1,000. So that's pretty good. 2 cooldowns and a life is probably the best we could hope for on that one for now. So this, it wouldn't be bad to get the damage reduction hit because we didn't get a greater on that. So let's try for that. We don't need resist all to be hit on. Geez, we're getting stuck on movement speed. There we go, damage reduction. We hit resist all. All right, come on, damage reduction. Yes, okay, good. So we got 2 damage reduction and 1 on max resist, which is probably not bad. Because what does that do? That gives us 85, which is the max. All right. And on this, we landed on core and crit chance. I think I'd rather have 2 on crit chance, but I don't know. Do I try that again? How much do we have left? Let's see what we got here. We got 78,000 Obdicite. Yeah, we can go for a better one. Because I only think I need 1. I think we want at least 2 hits on crit chance. There we go. If not 3. All right, we just swapped it. That's pretty good. Okay. So we got 2 hits on crit strike chance and 1 on core skills. That's pretty good. The reason I was wanting that is because of this. My crit chance is only 37.9. I don't like it. My crit damage is low also. So I need to get items that have critical. Chris, how you doing? 1000th Ghost, good to see you. Moving you to the big screen. Do you have endless money and stuff? Yes. And hello, Michael Reed. Good day to you too. Yes, Chris, there is a goblin or devil here on the test realm. This is only the test realm. And it's a vendor of cheats. You can see it says vendor of cheats. I like how his name is Barak. Now, if you guys know, Rum always accused my brother and myself of cheating. And my brother's name was Mark. And if you take the R and the A and switch it, that's Mark. So Mark is officially, Tunnel Rat is officially in the test realm now. This is the first time this character has appeared in the test realm. And Mark is the vendor of cheats. So Tunnel Rat is in the game as the vendor of cheats. Because Rob always accused Mark of cheating, me and Mark of cheating in games. So I thought it was hilarious that they switched the letters in the middle, so he's Marak instead of Mark. But that's funny. So now Rum has proof that my brother does cheat in games, and now he's the vendor of cheating in the game. And yeah, so if we go to this, you can get boosting stuff. You can get crafting materials. You can get gold, your opals, all your materials, masterworking, temper manuals. You could get all your aspects granted, legendaries, uniques, runes. Runes are new to the game. You can get all the equipment. Well, I thought we did that, right? Yeah, okay. Paragon levels, you can grant all glyphs, max all your glyphs out. You can go to progression. You can get to completing the campaign in Stronghold. Unlock all whispers. You can set yourself to level 50, or the new max is level 60. Unlock all waypoints and maps. Upgrade your potion, torment stuff. So now there is, I will show you, if you go to here, and this statue is now in every single town. So you can select difficulty. There are now normal difficulty, hard. Hard gives you 75% more experience in gold. Then there's expert, 125 more experience in gold. Penitent, 175 more experience in gold. Torment, 300% more experience in gold. This is the start of the end game when you go into Torment level 1. Ancestral items become available. You get increased drop rates from this thing, but your armor and resistances are reduced. And every time you go up a Torment level, you'll see the armor and resistance gets reduced even more. And but it grants 400% more golden experience, 500% more golden experience, but your armor and resistance is reduced. And now we moved ourselves to the max Torment level. Now on my own, I could only get to Torment 3. I hit a wall and couldn't actually get down far enough to unlock Torment 4. But using the boost character, I unlocked Torment 4. And what my goal is to try some stuff in Torment 4 and see what it's like to play with a maxed out character. But we're working on the armor and resistances because your armor is reduced by 1,000 and resistances are reduced by 100%. But you do get 600% more golden experience and a lot more items will drop. So we're basically in the true end game. The other thing to note is in the map, you can now hover over any of these waypoints, and you notice X to travel, triangle to favorite. So you can favorite it. I have Saragar favorited, so I have that. Now, if I hit my teleport, it's going to Saragar, my favorite spot. So no matter where you are in the game, you will now teleport to your favorite spot. Tunnel Rat lives, yeah. Poor Rum. Is it better? Yeah, it is. It definitely is better, I think. Um, the leveling experience was way better because starting yesterday afternoon, they turned on the end game. They turned on the cheat guy, and they started the end game for testing. But Wednesday through Friday, you were testing the leveling experience from 1 to 60. So I leveled this guy from 1 to 60, and it was pretty good. And now what you'll notice is on the bottom, it says 208. So I my Paragon level is level 208. You'll see it in blue up next to my character up at the top there. It says 208. Um, so you can go up to 300 Paragon levels plus what you get from doing the stuff here, these things. And there's going to be right now there's 5 areas, but there's going to be a 6th area when the thing starts. I'll show you that. So this is the current map. They've added these cool like symbols, and it says fractured peaks. And to me, it's more obvious that this is fractured peaks. Like the colors seem more like clear to me. And then Saragar, it's clear that this is all Saragar, Skogsglen. And then dry steppes here, it's pretty clear that this is all dry steppes. And then you have Kyrgyzstan, which is all this dirt area, and Howitzer, which is all this area. But look what's interesting here. So before on the map, you could see this lower area, which I thought was just going to unlock and be that little sliver of lower area on the bottom was going to be the new expansion. Because to me, that looked like a stretched out version of, like, say, the area of Howitzer, right? Like if you were to unpack Howitzer and lay it all in a line, you know what I mean? It looked like it was that big. But really, it keeps going and going and going and going. Nahantu is, look at it from top to bottom. It fills the screen. So the new area for the expansion is almost as big as Kyovashad and Howitzer put together. Because like Kyovashad and Howitzer just about fills the screen on the map. I mean, Fractured Peaks and Howitzer, see that? So, and then this kind of does it. So it's maybe like 1.5, right? It's like 1.5 areas. I mean, maybe 2. I mean, look at the. It's hard because Kyovashad's kind of small. The Fractured Peaks, I don't know. It's hard to say, but it's at least 1.5, right? And but it's almost 2. So it's a big area to explore for the new expansion. This is all going to be in the expansion, but I can't go down there for the test realm. They want to still keep it a secret. So we're testing all the new stuff in this new area. But yeah, so you can click on this statue in there and switch your difficulty. So now you can switch your difficulty in most towns by going to the town statue in the middle and clicking it. So you don't have to go to Kyovashad to switch your stuff. But yes, if you go, I did a bunch of runes. So these are the rune stones. So there's yellow runes that are called ritual ones. And for instance, you have to, you'll gain 10 offering every time you hit a lucky hit on an injured enemy. And then this one is you gain 50 offering every time you travel 5 meters. When you stand still, you gain 25. When you cast a non-channeled core skill, you gain 25. So I'm going to use that one because I cast core skills a lot on this build. When you invoke a power that another class uses, you'll see that coming up. You gain offering. Cast a skill with a cooldown. That's also something I do a lot, so I might take that one for my second rune. You can do 2 runestone combinations. You gain 1,000 when you become injured or crowd controlled. 2 offering when you lose a little bit of life. 300 when you deal damage after not taking any damage within 5 seconds. 5 when you inflict a crowd control to a thing that is not slow or chill. That one actually filled up pretty quickly for me when I was doing it. But I think I'm going to use those other two. Spend your resource, you get offering. Evade, you get offering. Cast the same non-channeled skill 3 times in a row. I'm switching between uh, lightning and cold, so I'm swapping between, so they're not going to be cast in a row. Cast a skill after you move. Your minion or companion kills an enemy or itself dies. You gain offering. Drink a healing potion and cast your ultimate skill. So those are the ones on how you build up offering. Now, what you use offering for is for these, the purple runes, you use offering. So when you have 100 offering, you're going to reduce your cooldowns by 0.25. If it's higher, the overflow, see it says overflow further reduces. If it's higher than 100, when this goes off, you'll reduce it even more. And these things go off a lot. Hey Gap, how you doing? Is this stream still in English? Yeah, Michael, that's funny. Cool. So lots of new stuff. Michael, hey Gap, I'm missing you. Where do you get these from? Okay, the runes come from dropping off anything in the game. Any creature, any bosses, anything will drop them when the expansion starts. So starting October 8th. Now this is kind of interesting. Your evade gets replaced with the sorcerer's teleport. So your necromancer could now use teleport. Your barbarian could teleport. So that's why these runes are cool. So you can have any of your characters teleport now. And then this one is the barbarian's war cry. So any like a sorcerer could use a war cry, and get the buff from the war cry. Um, you gain +3 to all your skills when you hit 400 offering, which I might actually try out. So we'll pick one of those. And then we get your next skill is a guaranteed critical and overpowered. I don't think I need that for this particular build, but that would be great for barbarians, druids. I think necromancers can do overpower a lot, so this would be a really good build if you're building for overpower. This one you can use the druid's petrify. Now petrify is a druid ultimate skill. So any of your characters can use the druid's ultimate skill. So like a necromancer could use a druid skill. You know what I mean? This is crazy. The Spiritborn's Vortex. This one's the Barbarian Challenging Shout. Rogue's Dark Shroud, which Dark Shroud gives you damage reduction and makes you stealth, I believe. I don't think it makes you stealth. It might just be damage reduction. So you'll get a shroud, which is cool if you want to build up your damage reduction. This is the one that makes you go into stealth. Yeah, so you get the Rogue's Counter Concealment. You get movement speed, dodge chance, unstoppable, and you go into stealth, so you'll be invisible. So you could have an invisible necromancer or an invisible barbarian, and then pop out from the shadows and clobber your guys. It's kind of the enemies, It's kind of cool that you can. This one makes your non-basic skill spend all of your resource, but it does 100% increased damage, so it'll do double damage. Evade. You get 6 movement speed for 5 seconds, up to 30% movement speed. So this will stack up to 30% movement speed. The Druid's Earthen Bulwark, which grants a barrier. And I think when the Earthen Bulwark ends, it explodes in a pile of damage. So that does damage and gives you a barrier. Again, that any character can use. This is the Sorcerer's Frost Nova. Freezes and makes enemies vulnerable. So again, any character like a rogue could be running around with a mage spell, with a sorcerer spell. Spiritborn's Concussive Stomp, which does damage and knocks enemies down. The Necromancer's Horrid Decrepify slows enemy, reduces damage, and lets you execute them if they're injured. Execute goes off when a creature's injured. It makes them die instantly. So the sorcerer, for example, myself, could be running around with the necromancer spell. You can gain 20% life for 4 seconds. Reduce the ultimate cooldown by 4 seconds, which that I might take. Summon spirit wolves to attack enemies. Now I used this one for a little while earlier yesterday, and it was really cool because I had up to like 4 or 5 wolves running around with me, and that was really cool to have minions as a sorcerer. That was awesome. But I want to try some of these other things. Gain crit chance for 5 seconds. That I might want because I need more crit chance. So we'll decide. Restores resource. You leave the necromancer's desecrated ground behind you, dealing damage to enemies that are in the desecrated ground. So that's a necromancer spell that anybody could get. A barbarian could be running around with necromancer's desecrated ground. The druid's dancing bolts, which I don't remember the druid having dancing bolts, so that might be a new spell. Deals damage to enemies. I imagine it's lightning damage. Stun grenades. Those are good for the rogue, but any character can now have stun grenades. Meteorites from the sorcerer. So imagine this: you're a necromancer running around with your minions, and every 25 offerings. So this is going to go off all the time. You're going to be dropping meteors on everything. The sorcerer's spell, meteors. That'd be so cool. Barbarian's Earthquake. Again, Earthquake is a great thing that the Barbarian has. Any class can now have Earthquake. The Necromancer's Abhorrent Iron Maiden. So the Iron Maiden, it's a curse, right? It can heal you when they die, counterattacking damage. So I think it does damage and it heals you when the creatures die. And evoke the Spiritborn's Pestilent Swarm. Now the Pestilent Swarm is like a bunch of little flies, and they have green on them, so they're poisonous. So yeah, pretty neat stuff. But let's pick. We're gonna use gain 25 when you're casting a non-channeled. That's going in the helmet, and then we're gonna pick gain 3 to all skills or reduce your ultimate's cooldown. Or let's see, this is 200 and this is 25. I'm gonna do the crit strike chance one. What's the other one? Gain 50, cast a. Ooh. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the cast a skill with a cooldown. Oh, we gotta put in some sockets here. Hold on. Where's our socket putter guy? Jewelry guy, give me some sockets in my chest piece. Okay. So we're going to put the 51 in the chest. Okay, so this one gains 25 when I cast a non-channeled core skill. This one gains 50 when I cast a skill with a cooldown. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put the crit strike one, because this is only 25, but if I'm gaining 50, that means I'm going to be gaining 5 crit strike chance every single time this goes off, hopefully stacking up to 25, and I need more crit chance, so I want that to go with the 51. And then we're going to put the I think we're going to do the ultimate cooldown in with that one. And then we're going to put the skill one back in the bank because we're not going to use that one right now. The other thing to note with these is you notice I have 12, 15, 17. I have a good number of them. When you go over to this guy, so you might not have seen earlier, we can craft uniques using the blacksmith, and that requires 4. If you show materials, it requires 4 resplendent sparks. Right now I have 248 because I got a bunch from that cheater guy, and we could do it that way, but we could also go to the occultist, right? No, it's the jeweler. Sorry, the jewelry guy. And the jewelry guy, the last one, crafts runes. So if we have 3 seer runes extra, we could craft a random magic or rare rune for 4,000 gold and 3 of those. Magic or rare is what this one all is. Whoops. And then we have legendary runes. So a random legendary that requires 3 of the of other runes, and then so that'll be that. And random, rare, or legendary, and that is 3 of various other kinds and 4,000. So it's not too bad if you have extras to try and get the ones that you don't have by using these crafting things. And the other thing you can craft is mythic uniques. So you could make a Doombringer or a Harlequin Crest. And if you look, it says Resplendent Spark 1. You only need 1 Resplendent Spark, but you need 10 of these different runes. So you have 2 different ways now of making your Harlequin Crest or your Starless Skies or your Tyrael's Might, whatever you want. And there's new ones like Shroud of False Death, the Shattering Vow, which they don't have a picture yet for. It's just got a placeholder. The Heir of Perdition is a new one. And then there's also a new one that's going to go. There's a new glaive, a new weapon, but that's not in the test realm yet. That's because it's only for the Spiritborn, so that'll come with the expansion. But yeah, so now there's 2 ways to make uniques, mythic unique items, which is pretty cool. So, all right, we've done the runes, we've done them to 12, and we got things what we want. The next thing we were going to try to do is see if it's possible to get. We got to go back to Kyovashad. We want to see if it's possible to get some ancestral. Well, maybe should we see how powerful we are right now and then worry about it? Let me see. Okay, I was going to show you Paragon. It got stuck again. There we go. So your Paragon boards have changed a little bit. The starter one is still here. But now your Paragon things can go all the way up to level 100. Like if you look, my Paragon things are level 100. And what happens is when you have these normal, they're blue or yellow. When they hit 15, they turn yellow. When they hit 46, they turn orange, legendary. And you can go all the way up to level 100 now. And you'll get more and more bonuses as they go up. So you'll see it says Paragon nodes within a range get 312% bonus. And then it says you deal fire, cold, and lightning. It goes up 5 times per element. And then your increased damage is 20.8 multiplicative. So where I got that on, I'm doing a buttload extra damage. Apparently there's a purple missing item power attribute label, but I'm gaining 15% damage reduction, 263.6 damage to close enemies. For every dexterity that was in range, I was doing 41.2 increased damage to the close targets, damage reduction against close targets, hitting vulnerable targets for 20.8 multiplicative damage. And you'll notice it's a bigger radius. Like everything in the red even goes off the board. So it's including like everything all around in this bonus. So if I wanted to put in more dexterity, I could and get even a bigger bonus around this thing when I get more levels. You can see right now I'm at 208. I have available 0.0. Again, that can go all the way up to 300 now. Plus you've got the 28 or whatever it is from the other ones. Now this one, we're using Eliminator Glyph, Grants 624% bonus to all nodes within range. You deal 10% increased damage to elites. I've got 432 intelligence in range of this thing. Increased damage to elites by 28.5. So what's happening is the intelligence I pick, each one of these is worth 36. So technically, I could back off on some of this intelligence. I could do like that, and it's not going to change the damage and stuff that we did. Because you only need 40 to unlock this thing, and then technically I could move those now down into here, and this is going to go up 304% damage. Let's put this one in. Now we're at 345 damage to close. Let's put this one in. 387 damage to close. You know what I mean? So we're moving our damage around by being able, because this glyph went so high, I'm able to pull stuff out of here and move it around now. We'll put it here, and then that gets me up to 444.8 damage. So is that about all the dexterity we could grab now though? Yeah, that might be it. So you see you can move. So once you get that big enough, you can just move stuff around. Um, let's see. This one we've got a lot of missing attributes. So it's doing 312 bonus to the Paragon nodes within range. It's doing 5 times damage, stacking 1 per element. Extra non-physical damage of 20. So what it means by Paragon nodes, it means the yellow ones, I think. No, the yellow and the blue are being affected. Yeah, so any of the yellow and blue is going up. That is inside this radius. So all of these are going up. Crazy amounts. Yeah, that's cool. And then we have, let's see, we're going over to this one. This one is vulnerable damage, non-physical damage, boost to intelligence. You do increased damage after defensive skill is cast. 24 increased damage to close enemies. So this is really, again, boosting a lot of damage. And then the next one we're working on this board as we level up. And you can only have 5 boards, so you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to have enough points to fill a lot of these things in to get a lot of extra damage. They're not letting us use like 7 or 8 boards like some of them were doing in the past. So but we could, and the other thing too is we could look around and see what other mastery skills have an increased area. We don't need to do that. We're not picking up crackling energy. Conjuration skills have increased duration. We might want to use that because we're doing a conjuration build. Slow or chilled, you do more damage. Stunned and frozen, you do more damage. We might want to swap out one of those close enemy ones for the crit strikes. Increase all damage they take from you up to 12. Lightning damage increases the chance to crit strike who are stunned, mobilized, frozen. We're doing a lot of lightning damage. See, we might want to pick some different ones here. What do we got? We got that increased close. So let's pick something that's not close. Let's try the lightning one. We need dexterity, and what were we on? Dexterity is what we were on. Okay, that's cool. So we'll just swap dexterity for dexterity. Lightning damage and damage reduction. Oh, do we have a lightning board that we're using? Elemental conjuration, okay. Is this our lightning board? No, this was a burning board. We don't have a lightning board. Okay, maybe we won't use that lightning one right away. Critical strikes. Yeah, we'll do the, because there's dexterity, dexterity. Yeah, okay, so we'll do that. Let's see what that one did. Holy crap, 889 crit strike damage. That is incredible. Wow. Okay, we'll leave that one there. Okay. We want this one because it really boosted a lot of big things. Yeah, that was a really cool one. So we're leaving that one. Damage to elites. Yeah. This one was non physical damage, multiplicative, non physical. Okay, we can leave that one. This one dealt with close, increased damage to close. We're not getting close to things, so let's try that conjuration one. And was this the conjuration board anyways? No, that's the vulnerable board. This was the conjure. Nope. This was the conjure board. We might want to move some things around if we need to. Hmm. They also deal, because do these deal conjuration damage? Yeah. And non-physical. Let's see. Let's see if we move these around. Where's conjuration? Where'd that go? Here it is. This was also intelligence in range. Conjuration very. All right, I guess that's what we're doing. Okay. Every 5 intelligence. Oh, wait. No, the conjuration goes up with intelligence. We want those intelligence. Okay, never mind. Bring those back. We want other intelligence nodes there too, don't we? All right, never mind. Okay, so we're leaving that. Now we're going up here. This was non-physical. This was the close enemy one. We could bring back the boosted one. What was the boosted one that gave us? I didn't look at what it was. Normal nodes, right? I've lost where that was. To rare nodes, to all magic nodes. What is the magic node one? Let's try that one. After spinning, you deal 8 increased damage, gain 25 mana regeneration, increase damage by 20 times. This is boosting all those damages by a lot. Let's see, we want to get. So that turns it on. Okay. And then we had this damage node there. So that's giving us even more damage and more multiplicative damage. Okay. All right, so that's pretty cool. Okay, we've sorted that out. Let's go see what we can get with grant some uniques. We'll check these, but we don't really need to keep a lot of these. Let's keep the ones that came out with 2. The false death and the grandfather came out with 2. Then we can get rid of the rest. It's funny how we're just destroying unique items. And I think we got a lot of bags. Yeah, we got a lot of bags full of regular uniques. So we're going to try for some uniques with. We want greater affixes on these uniques, and we're not getting them. Okay. See, I'm curious if it even can drop with greater affixes. What am I using here? I'm using Side bindings for my familiar. Not better than what I got. And we're using the fractured winter glass. Not better than what I got. Um, oh, is that another ring of Starless Tel Rasha loop? Not better than what I got. Okay, so all that can get destroyed. Don't need any of those items. Two more bags. See what we get. Again, nothing with a greater affix. Okay, all right, let's. Do we really care? Let's just destroy all these. Let's do this. We're going to clutter town. Nothing with a greater affix. Cluttering town. Nothing with a greater affix. I don't know if we can get them. Nothing with a greater affix. 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 It's not going to happen. And then the chances we're going to get the item we need if one does drop, I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, it doesn't look like this method can drop us anything with a greater affix, so we're going to have to hunt for them. Because something would have dropped by now if you could get it. Yeah, okay, so you'll notice there's these knights all over town. We don't know what they're for. I think they got something to do with the season 4 or season 6. You know, there's knights all over. Look at them. See, there's a knight there. Oh yeah, and I have a black panther now and a white panther, and then the what is it? The is that a leopard? Yeah, leopards have the round spots. Cheetahs are black spots are filled in, right? Yeah. There's some new horse mount armor. And I think there was some new trophies or something. Yeah, like look at that one. A sickle for the necromancers. Yeah, there was a new horse mount. Where is it? Oh, there you go. Okay, let's go. Let's go try. Let's go try Zir. We're gonna go to Yelesna. We're gonna see how a level 4 Zir is on tier 4 with as best we can do for equipment right now. So we've got a 12 of 12 Harlequin 4-star, 3-star 12 of 12 Tyraels. Now all the regular items can only go to 4 of 4, so we've got the best we can do with 4 of 4 here. My armor is capped. The new armor cap's 1,000, so I'm at 1,078. My resistances are all good. You're supposed to have 75. I've got 85, so I'm higher than the cap. Or I think you normally go to 70 actually, so I'm 15 higher than the cap. We're good on our weapon. Ooh, I could have a better offhand. That's only a 707, but we're okay. Oh, I didn't realize my fractured window glass was only 629. Whatever. We'll deal with it. It's all right. I think it'll be okay. We need some mats. Where's the there it is. Oh, it's giving me don't forget your stuff. Well, sorry. Is this fractured window glass? Oh, 639? Okay, it's not. We need where is it? This stuff. Okay. No, not distilled fear. We need blood. We need blood. This stuff. Okay. We can put the other stuff back in. Okay, there we go. We need blood. All right, where's the blacksmith? We got to destroy this stuff. We don't need this stuff. It was like you forgot your items. I don't want those items. All right, get on our black cat and let's go. Let's see how tough this is. I bet we can't do it. I bet we cannot do it. After all that tweaking of gear and working on stuff, and I bet it won't work. Maxed out glyphs. We put ourselves with some really look at this. I'm already taking damage from these guys. Wow, that ultimate cooldown. Look at that. The snake just ended and it's back up. I can hit another snake. That really worked. That was really good for knocking that cooldown down. So I'm going to be able to cast that thing like all the time. Yeah, it's back up and the snake just ended. Look at that. Oh, this is going to be great. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, these guys are a lot more powerful than. Look how long it's taking to kill this guy. Oh, that's a goblin. It was a treasure goblin. That's why. They always have a lot more life. Wow, they dropped a lot of stuff. I can't pick up any of the gem fragments because I'm full, 900,000. That's a big kitty. Yeah. Does the item power go to 9? No, it stops at 800 now. Most items are only 750, but you can find an 800 item. Um, but you're way more powerful than you were, like, because they said that Torment 2 was equivalent to the highest, to like tormented bosses and things like that. So the highest content that's currently in the game was Torment 2. So Torment 3 and 4 are difficulties that we've never seen. That would like be like going to tier 5 or tier 6 in the current game. So technically I'm in tier 6 of the current game. That's how much more difficult this should be. Um, like if you were to compare it, like the the tormented Duriel in the current game is like level 200. This Duriel, or this, like Zir, tormented Zir is level 200 in the current game that you can play live right now. This Zir that I'm heading towards would basically be the equivalent of probably like 400, level 400. So we're basically going to take on a level 400 monster in just a little bit here, and see. I don't expect to be able to do it because these peon creatures out here are taking forever to kill. So I think even with all that boosted damage we saw, we're not going to have enough to do it on our own. Um, we might have to go for a group. We'll try it once. I tried a tier 3 and we couldn't do it solo, but we did it with a group. But that was before I tweaked this armor. So we could also, I mean, the real test for me would be to see what a tier 3 looks like. And they don't, so now there aren't tormented, there aren't two different versions of each boss. They start out tormented. So it just says Tormented Lord Zir. And instead of costing 27, it only costs 12. So they reduced the cost. And when they die, they only drop the unique items. They no longer drop the legendary orange. So you don't have to clutter your screen or your backpack with stuff that you're, oh my God, look at them. Yeah, this isn't gonna, I'm not gonna do it on my own. I think these are designed for doing as a group. Oh, my snake went in the wrong spot. I really think these bosses are now designed for doing in a group. They're not designed for you to do on your own. In Torment 3 and 4. I have to stay away from him because if he hits me, I'll get a stack of death on me, and if you get 3 or 4 stacks of death, you'll die. And I can't really touch. Oh, I touched the blood. So now you'll see I have a red thing that says a 2 on it. It's a red demon skull on my bar that has a 2 on it. That means I've got 2 stacks of the crap on me, of death. No, no, don't touch me. Uh-oh. We got a Bloodseeker ad. I mean, this might be doable. It's just gonna take a long time because he's got a lot of hit points. Oh, my snake went in the wrong spot. I mean, if you had enough patience and you could basically avoid all the crap. Oh, my snake went in the wrong spot again. We knocked him down again. This ad is bothering me, this extra creature. Oh, no, he got me. So I think what I'll do is let's go back to Saragar. This will be interesting. I want to see what Is Rum doing Lego today? I didn't look. I could turn this off if Rum's doing Lego. I don't want to compete. I don't want to. All right, we're gonna go back there. Now we're on tier Torment 3, and we're gonna go to Zir again. Because on 3, I couldn't touch him when I was solo, but I could, as a group, we were fine. So I'm wondering if I can do him on Torment 3. Let's find out. Oh yeah, these monsters are dying way faster. But see, the other thing is I don't know if it's possible to get all your glyphs to 100, because you would have to be doing clearing pit 100 in order to get them to 100, I think. Which is also another thing. We should go test the pit. Okay, this is a lot easier. Look at that. He's already half dead. Yeah, and I couldn't touch him before. Like, yeah, okay, so you definitely go way up in power. Oh, and look at that. I got a unique item. Cool, I got the one I want. Yes, with greater affix even. Cool. So that means I can boost this. That means I can boost this to 12 and be even more powerful. All right. That's so cool. We actually got the one we want. Oh, this guy drops fractured winter glass too. Let's try for one of those. So did he drop a couple of orange items? He may have. So on tier 3, they might. I don't. Or where did I get those orange items? Were they outside? Maybe they were outside off those creatures. Oh, I missed. Yeah, no, he only dropped 3. Okay, so he dropped 3. Keep getting Esadoras. I can't pick up any more fragments. Good morning, Ghosty. Yeah, Mr. B, how you doing? How you doing? We have decked out our guy using the cheats in the game so that we can test out endgame stuff. And we are killing some of the bosses on Torment 3 just to see what they're like. And that was we got look at this, we've gotten 3 rune stones so far. So that's not bad. Do one more time. Oh, my snake went in the wrong spot. Oh well. Ooh, 2 greater affix items. A rune, another greater affix item. Another city bindings. Oh, that's even better than the. Oh, no, slightly. Well, it gives him a bigger chance to explode, hit twice. I think I am going to use that one over the one I got. A razor plate and another bindings with only +2 to familiars. That's not as good. Pardon me, sorry. I think that's all we can do. Yeah, I only have 9 left. So let's go down in the pit and see what we can do. So what do we want? We could use any of these really. So let's just level it up to 12 and be done with it. So what do we end up with? 2 times chance. So we got 2 hits on familiars to hit twice and more to their explosion size. That's pretty good. 5 to familiar. That's pretty good. Yeah, we'll live with that. That's good. That probably just increased our damage a lot by getting that. Oh, they didn't unlock all the way down. All right. We got 42,000 things to go in the pit. But this should go quick. No, it looks like he's not streaming. Okay, thanks, Chris. Hey, John. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Oh no. For some reason, the test realm is a bit laggy at times. It has killed me doing because of the lag, but see, I'll show you. It should still work. At the end of the pit, you should get the pit now has levels for your glyphs, and the nightmare dungeons are now where you get masterwork materials. So they've sort of switched things around as far as where you get your rewards, and the anything in a dungeon, in a nightmare dungeon, can drop masterwork materials. So any of the elites, the chests, the events that you find, like any of that stuff drops masterworking material. So it's not just at the end of the dungeon. So it encourages you and it's beneficial to you to do the whole dungeon. And then they put the glyph experience in the pit because the only reason the pit's designed for you to run to the end as fast as possible. So they kind of put the reward that you want, in the thing that is actually doing what, you know what I mean? You used to run nightmare dungeons as fast as you could just to get to the end to get the glyph experience. And that's what you're doing in the pit. So they said, well, let's just move the glyph experience to the pit because people run to the end of the pit anyways. And then the dungeons can be more like something that turns out to be like more fun because you're getting rewards for everything you kill in there. It is better. It's way better that they've switched the rewards around. So some of these creatures are still taking a little while to kill. I expected them to be like almost like a pushover in here, like one hits. I mean, a lot of them are, but some of the elites take a little while. I don't know. We'll see how the boss goes. Because I'm not convinced that I have enough power to even get to level 100. Which means that the realistic situation, I never would have got my glyphs to level 100. So meaning I wouldn't have this much power. I don't like the sea hag. I don't like this water girl. All right. I must be full on opals. So this is how you would do it. You click on this thing, and it actually gives you a number of upgrades. There's 4 upgrades available. The thing is my all of them are 100, so I can't. So you're doing each upgrade is one level. So I could, if I cleared this out with enough time, I could have gone up 4 levels. But if the level matches the runes level, if the level of the pit matches the runes, so say we're in pit tier 56, the level of the pit is 56. If my rune were 56 or higher, it would have like a 50% chance to not gain a level when I clicked on using the upgrade point. So you want to do pits that are higher than your glyphs level so that your glyph will continue to go up. Like you guaranteed to continue to go up. But I got stuck around 56 here when I was leveling my character normally. Um, so Yeah. But not all my glyphs were 56. I didn't. I only had I had like 3 or 4 glyphs that were 15, and one glyph that was like maybe level 40. So I still had a long way to go. Even at I got to 56 without pretty much without any glyphs. I got to 48 with all my glyphs being 0, with no glyphs. And then 48 was tough, so I had to level a couple glyphs up to get to 49 and 50, and then level. I had to get them all to 15 that I was using to get higher than 50. So it seems like the pit is in a good spot, but I'm kind of curious as I keep going, like where I'm gonna get stuck. Because I just feel like I'm gonna get stuck. I don't feel like I'm powerful enough to go all the way down to 100. So it's kind of an. I wonder if I can get another glyph that's not leveled up. Like I can't destroy a glyph, can I? And get a duplicate? I think we'd have to make a new character to test that out. Because I was wondering, like, could I keep all my level 100 glyphs, but just have one to level up as an example? But I don't know. Like the other thing I'm wondering too is like if you leveled normally, because you know how we've gotten a couple with greater affixes, like would more of my items have greater affixes because it looks like even in the test realm you can only get them if they were on a drop. And if you were just leveling normally and going through this normally, because it seems like these bosses and these creatures drop, I might have more. Yeah, I don't know. See, we're supposed to give recommendations on the difficulty of these things. Like, is it too hard? Is it too easy? And I think when you start the game, it's too easy. Because even on expert, I was doing it with no gear. I like the gear that you start your character with. So a fresh level 1 character, like with no gear and no points in anything, I could kill stuff in expert difficulty that said you're supposed to have legendary items in order to kill the creatures. And other YouTubers and other people have found the same thing. They were like, yeah, the expert is way too easy. There's no point in having normal and hard if expert's this easy. Like I think normal's for the casual player who just wants to see the story. So I think that's fine. It shouldn't be that difficult at all. Hard can probably go up a tiny little bit, but I think you should stay in hard until probably like level 30 or so, and you have um, legendary items. And then expert is where you go when you have legendary items. Like it says in the tooltip. I think that's what it really should be. And then you might be an expert from 30 to 50, and then at 50 you go to penitent, which is the top leveling area, and it makes you feel like you've progressed through the difficulty settings. And then but you could stay in normal all the way to 60 if you want. You could stay in hard all the way to 60 if you want. You don't have to go to the higher difficulties, but I think the higher difficulties should be a challenge for those who want it. You know what I mean? And right now they're not a challenge. They're just as easy as normal, you know? So and then Torment 1 and 2 I thought were pretty easy because I didn't have to use, like I said, I didn't have to use any of my Paragon points. I went in with no Paragon and was able to go all the way up to Torment 2. So I think that's too. Got her at Sea Hag again? I hate this one. So again, I think it was too. The first two Torment levels were too easy, but 3 and 4 seem to be where they need to be. I wouldn't recommend going up in difficulty on 3 and 4. Those are good. But Tier 1 especially can go up in difficulty. If they want to leave 2 where it is, that's fine, but Tier 1 can go up a little bit. You shouldn't be able to do Torment 1 with no Paragon points put in, you know? And no, I didn't even have any, like, uniques. You know, it was just some legendary items. Oh, yeah, we got to go to the opal vendor. That's right. We can't pick up our opals. So again, we got 4 more points. Yeah, okay. Hey, zombie, how you doing? Is the dragon a good guy or bad guy? Chris is like, but I suck at the pit. Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like it's hard to say. You know what I mean? It's like they really need to have a lot more people being able. They should have put the Pest Realm on the PlayStation, so a lot more people could try it. Because yeah, Chris has a point. There are people who have different like play styles. They and different like different builds and different things, and some builds just can't seem to do. Am I going to be stuck here? The pit as far as other builds. You know what I mean? I'm still here, right? Yeah, I can see myself waving my hand and everything. I forgot I had a drink over here. I think we're stuck. I think we're doomed. Zombie, you're gonna try the Warhammer game? We're stuck. Let's see if I can. Is this gonna kill the Hmm. I was wondered if this would kill the stream, but maybe not. Um. Yeah, I'm trying to close the dungeon. I'm trying to do this. Yeah, I'm trying to leave the dungeon on purpose. Like it's like hello. Not really into Warhammer. Yeah. He's either mastered Bob Newhart or he's gone mad. Yeah. No, I talk a lot when I stream games, unless other people are playing with me, and then I talk to them. All right, I'm gonna have to exit Diablo. If my voice goes out, I promise you I'll be right back. Great, it won't even exit. Okay, there we go. Hopefully, I don't know if you could still hear me or not, but maybe. If not, I will be right back. I thought John was frozen, then I didn't see him at all. Yeah, I'm still there. We can hear you. Okay. See, I'm waving. You couldn't see me move, right? All right, there I am back in town. Okay. For some reason, you always have to set your controls back up when on the test realm. It doesn't save your things. I move stuff to the left corner. Um, I get rid of my normal damage. I turn on the tooltips. There we go. All right. Now, did that count? Can I go down? Okay, I can go to 62 now. Get rid of all those items. We'll go to 62. See what that does. Let's see if we can live through and not get locked up again. It's getting warm. I have to take that off. We cannot hear the game. Well, that's interesting. It's the test realm, zombie. That's why I'm playing it. I'm testing the new game. Oh, I got a Paragon point. Where are we going? We're going this way. There we go. Can't see the game. All right, hold on. Mhm. Did that work? Okay, there we go. That worked, right? Thanks, Chris. Sorry. I can't see the game. There. Yeah, I think I'm going to run into a problem here because look at the. Well, we did stop and turn the game on, so we'll give it a fair shake here. But I'm running into a. I feel like it's slowing down. It's not. I just don't think I'm going to make it to level 100. In with level 100 glyphs, that doesn't make sense. I guess you know. Oh yeah, do we have the potions on? Let's put that on and that on. I am invulnerable. So that took me 8 minutes to get through. We got 7 minutes to kill the boss. Oh, my snake went around the hole again instead of. I hate these balls. Ugh. Please don't lock up. Please don't lock up. Okay, I'm off because it's 1 a.m. I'll catch you guys later. See you, zombie. You can do it. We forgot to go to the opal guy and buy stuff. Whoa. What do we want? We got gloves. We want good pants or a good offhand. Okay. Let's try the offhand. Let's try the pants. We'll go for the pants first. Oh, that's tunic, not pants. Just so stupid. Uh, we want life and armor on the pants. Intelligence, life, thorns. Could switch thorns to armor. That's a low. Well, it's better than what we got, but it's also a low life roll. Let's keep that just in case. This time we'll actually pick pants. There we go. Oh, we got a greater pants. Look at that. Healing received. But it means we can boost it to 12. We may just want to use those just because. Let's go get more pants and see what we come up with. Last couple pants. 3 last. Okay. Yeah, let's put those pants on. Plus, we can masterwork those pants twice instead of once. So it's better all the way around just to go with whatever. And yes, you can make bigger gems. So this is a grand topaz. And they do, topazes do intelligence. There's no more life gems. Life gems are gone. So you use runes and you use main stat in your armor now. So we can masterwork, we can temper this twice. We don't need armor. We could use life. don't need any of those. Ice armor duration. We could try that. Or we could go mobilize, crippling flame. Lightning spears, lucky hit chance. Now we'll go with try to get chance to freeze, but let's do the other one first because we want something specific. We wanted ice armor duration. We got it. Ice armor duration. First try. Look at that. All right, so now we want chance to freeze or stun. If we can't get freeze, stun is good. We got a 13 chance to stun. We'll try for freeze. We're daring. 15 chance to stun. Should we stay there or should we try for freeze? Immobilize. Slow. Slow's the worst one for us. We don't want slow. Chance to freeze, 15. That's good. We're staying there. Okay, and then we can change fire resistance to something. So we're going to change fire resist. We don't need. We're going to change that to. We could use max life. That's pretty much it. All right, so max life. There it is, max life. What's the range? 424 is the lowest we can get. We'll try for a little bit better max life. Let's try this. No change. 437. $437. 444. Is that as close we're gonna get? 450 is the max. Ooh, 450. Look at that. All right, we'll stay with that. 450 is good. Okay, and then what did we need on this? We needed what did we have? Oh, it was the damage reduction one, wasn't it? Yep. Conjurations do damage reduction. That was the max. Frozen orb, I think that can go up because that's 65 now. And the other one was Constellation 363. So now they're all maxed out. 32, 65. Yep, okay, cool. You know what? Let's see we might be able to come up with a better one for our off. Mobily stunned or frozen. 13 increased damage, triple if you're standing still. Oh, you have a barrier. Let's try the 30 times while barrier. Because we have our ice shield up quite a lot. And that's a good 30 times is a good multiplier. All right. Now we got to masterwork this to 12. We want life or intelligence. Good. Chance to freeze. Okay, that's all right. Maximum life. All right, cool. That's fine. Okay. So we're getting more and more items that are Masterwork 12. Okay. Going to 64. No whammies, no whammies. Yes, this is exactly what it's like playing with John. Every time he gets a new piece of equipment. Yeah, exactly. I keep having to boost my character's strength. I love to try to become more powerful, you know? What's funny is I do that in any game, right? I'm always like every game we play, I'm like, hold on, I got this new item. See, the thing about this Diablo game though is like this is the game I will return to every time I don't have another game to play. Like I will probably be still be playing Diablo 4 in 10 years, just like I played Diablo 3 for 10 years, you know? It's like I just every time I didn't have something to play, I would go back to Diablo 3, and I expect this game to be the same way. It's like I will always go back to a Diablo game to keep playing cuz I just like them. And especially if they keep adding more features. Yeah, Ghost, I'm looking forward to Disney as well. I really wish it was the end of the month and we could just be there. I It's like, can we just skip a couple weeks? Just be like, go to bed and wake up and it's the 26th or whatever. Like, because I hope it's not too hot. I mean, the last couple days it's been like 100 degrees. I've been like, oh my, you can't even walk outside. It's like an oven. Paragon 210. So leveling Paragon's not too bad. while we've been playing, I've gained 2 levels. I went from 208 to 210. It feels like something that just kind of happens. I mean, you're not really like grinding for it. I'm not like I don't really feel like I need to go up in Paragon. It's just happening as I play the game, which rather than being like, oh, I gotta get to 300, I gotta get to 300. It's just something that's like normal now. Just yeah, whatever. You'll get there when you get there, if you get there. You know. I know those blaster guys are gonna get to 300 in like a day, right? They're gonna be like, I'll come on the normal game and we can get through the bosses with you if you want. Well, later tonight. I'm probably only gonna play another half hour or so because I do have to get lunch and stuff and a couple things sold, so I got to pack them up to get shipped. And oh, so yeah, in October when this goes live in October, your legacy characters, so all your characters will be on the Eternal Realm, still there, but all the gear that you have is moving down to item level 4, no, 540, and your still have the same stats. Like everything, it won't change, so you'll be just as powerful. It's just the number on it will be 540 instead of set 925. And then that leaves you room for growing. They said it leaves you room for growing and getting more equipment that can be 750 or 800. But really, it just means that all your equipment's going to be obsolete as soon as you start playing the game again. Um, and But you don't lose any power. I have tried my legacy characters, and they are just as powerful. You're not suddenly like a wuss. You know what I mean? You're just as powerful as you were. It just sucks that your mythic unique, your Harlequin crest, is not maxed out. It's not 800. It's 540. So you got to refarm them or or build them. Like you can tear down your old ones and just build new ones. But um, and you'll be level 50. Your character will be level 50 because in the old game you were level 100, but really what it was is you were level 50 with 200 paragon levels because your characters will change to level 50 with 200 paragon levels. So you'll have 200 levels on those characters for of paragon right when you start. And so you'll just have to level from 1 or from 50 to 60, and then you'll start leveling paragon from 200 after that. So it's not it's not bad. It gives you something to do if you want to bring out those characters again, because you got 10 more levels to do, and then 100 more paragon levels if you want to do it. But it does kind of suck that you're at least the mythic uniques should have been 800 power. I don't like that they're essentially worthless now, so in the eternal game. But it is what it is. I mean, if you use the runes to construct them, like hopefully the runes drop enough. Like how many have we gotten in this? So I haven't gotten any running the pit, at least the last couple runs. Okay, so tier 65 was equal to torment 4. All right, so we're on 66. Interesting. Look how long it's taking to kill these. See, there's no way we would get to 100. So I don't know how you would level your glyphs to 100. If I understand it right, it has to be a higher level than your glyph. And we're already slowing down a lot. We're going to run into a spot around 70 or so where we just can't do it. And our glyphs are level 100, so it doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'm picking the wrong thing in my Paragon board. Maybe I should go with we did see that lightning glyph, and maybe I should go with the lightning board because I think I have 2 boards that are vulnerable damage. And maybe I should switch to the lightning board because those we're doing a lot of lightning damage with the white things that are flying all over. All those lightning things flying all over there, that stuff. Um, that is technically your main damage dealer, even though you see a lot of fire and ice coming around. Your main damage dealer is technically those lightning things. Hmm. Of course, again, if you did this with a group, it'd probably be easier. Because even the pit today is easier with a group. So you could probably go further down with groups than you can with solo. See, it just depends on how much the percentage changes. Hmm. Was it too hot? Yeah. It was too hot? Yeah. When I got there, I ordered immediately. Oh, it's free today. Huh. The place was really busy. A lot of houses. He left his golf game because it was too hot. See, told you it's too hot outside. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go after this run. I need to. I'm getting a little hungry. I need to eat. I need to do a couple things. This will be a good. It was a good test. I'll come on the normal game later tonight, and we can run those bosses or whatever. Is it going to be? I thought it might have been the girl again, the freaking water hag. Oh, I missed him. Oh, I hit the stupid snake. Snake likes that wall. But he did it again. Ooh, we got a 2-star dagger. A staff. Yeah, whatever you're attacking, your snake should attack. Exactly. Wow. Should we switch to? We might want to switch to that dagger because that's going to be able to go to 12, and we can. So that crit damage is going to go because right now we're at 50 crit damage and we have 39. So another so that's basically 90 crit damage. But I think if when that goes up 12, it'll be over 90. And we can have 2 tempers on it. So we can use the chain, no, not chain lightning, lightning spear. There we go. Chance for lightning spear to cast twice. And then we want, do Do we want lightning spear damage? We might as well, because that is the highest thing we can get. If we don't get it on the last one, we got 4. Wow. 3. If we don't get it here, we got to move to this one, because the only thing we don't want is close. Basic core, ultimate, critical, vulnerable, or we could use this. Okay, if we don't get lightning spear damage here, then we go for worldly and hope for vulnerable or crit. Come on, lightning spear. Familiar. We are doing a lot of damage with our familiar, though. 105. Maybe we should leave that, because that's pretty. That's going to be more than an 85 or 55. Yeah, we'll leave that there. We landed on familiar damage. That's okay. Crit damage. That's okay. 102. Look at that. In regular damage. All right. Well, we'll just live with that. So that's a lot more damage we're doing overall. Yeah, look at our attack power, 3,106 to 6,048. That really boosted a lot of crit, a lot of attack power. I mean, so we got to put the frozen orb thing back on it. Frozen orbit, yep. And put our gem back in. So yeah, see, we keep going way up in damage every time we get a starred item. So that's kind of what I was wondering. Like, and let me look at this last board. Burning your crit strike bonus. See, I thought if we don't want that board, is there a way to we can't just get rid of this board, can we? Static, crackling. Pyromancy over 12 increased crit chance to deal direct damage equal to your. After spending 100, you cast a chain like your charge bolts. Crackling energy damage is increased when you. Lightning damage, crackling energy damage, lightning resistance, armor, lightning damage, crit damage, lightning and life, 20 armor and resistance, damage to stunned, vulnerable damage. There's no lightning damage on this board. Let's see. Crit damage and intelligence, lightning damage and intelligence. Life and armor. What if we find that one that did lightning damage here? Where is it? This one. Paragon nodes within range gain a bonus to their lightning damage and damage reduction modifiers. We need dexterity. Yeah, see, I wonder if that's going to be more beneficial. Try that for a little bit and see what happens. But anyways, all right, guys. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching. And yeah, we'll see how we can go a bit later on. We'll be at 68. Keep working our way down. Good day. Bye bye.